Hello, I'm Tan the Tam BOTC channel, and I wanted to make another video, just a quick one. I wanted to talk about, so I made a video a little while back where I talked about, or at least briefly mentioned, the three masters of horror fiction, fantasy fiction, and sci-fi fiction. They're held science fiction, so that's saying fiction twice, sorry. But I could have just said it, freaking horror, sci-fi, and fantasy, but whatever. But there were other masters, of course, but one I wanted to mention in particular that a lot of people say other series straight up ripped off, and I wouldn't doubt it if they did rip off parts or even plagiarize parts of them. But I always felt like they were very underrated, and it was kind of sad that they were underrated. The only other one I could think of was Conan, because Conan predates a lot of them. Conan, like one of the first Conan short stories was like back in 1913, 14 or something. I can't remember when it first came out, but I have a big book of all the short stories that I wish to read for the channel sometime. And the other one, which actually crossed over in a couple of books with Conan, was Elric of Melibene. And I have those big books too. They're easy, quick reads, but they're really good, and they're some of the best fantasy, in my opinion, out there. But other than that, they influenced a lot. Let me take out here because it'll show some of the other books on the back of here. So there's no there. Michael Moorcock, unfortunate last name. Sorry. Glad I'm not calling him more Dick. No. No, he's an awesome writer. But of course, besides being known for the Elric series, sorry that the phone keeps focusing, is because I'm putting my freaking hand in the way of a bunch. As well as stuff, there's just a lot of movement. There's Corum and then Hawkmoon and several others. But like particular, I want to focus, I think it's on Hawkmoon and Elric, because Elric has influenced another famous series that's actually become bigger and even gotten its own show, where I don't know if it's because the author doesn't really want more like merchandising stuff around Elric or whatever the reasons may be, but it influenced a series that somehow became bigger than that, which has been framed for being a plagiarized and the straight up ripoff of the series, though I still think it has a good place in the hearts of many fantasy fans. So I do like the series a lot. But that is ironically The Witcher. And another series, believe it or not, that was influenced, which is probably off of Hawkmoon. I believe it's Hawkmoon. I might be wrong about that. But is Warhammer and Warhammer 40K. It's like that's freaking crazy. This is the guy that predates those and possibly influenced, slash, if you do believe they were plagiarized, I'm not going to say that they were. Even if I did, I don't mean that. Definitely not. Where people keep blaming them for plagiarizing in the past. I've seen some YouTube, there's a YouTuber I don't like anymore. I don't like watching him. He's gone off the deep end, just like Synthetic Man, that I don't give a crap about. He feels like he's gone just as crazy and a little out of his mind, but I do love the Elric series, and he did, before he started going off the deep end, allude me to this, where I realized there are a lot of similarities that they shared in common, both The Witcher and the Warhammer franchise. And it's crazy just to think that this guy with more dick in his last name. I'm sorry, I won't make fun of your name anymore. You're an awesome writer. Is the influence for some of the biggest fantasy and sci-fi we have seen to freaking date. And he's got some nice short but sweet reads that I really find complex while also being freaking awesome, and some of the best fantasy slash, I would even go as far as up there with Lord of the Rings. It's that freaking good. It doesn't predate Lord of the Rings, but it's just as good as Lord of the Rings in a lot of ways. And it's just such a unique series for the time that it came out, and it influenced some of the biggest like franchises once again. Like Warhammer's become such a big giant franchise that it goes into video games, into books, even into freaking merchandising and like tabletop games, all that kind of stuff. There's a freaking new video game on the franchise. And this is the guy to thank for existing in the first place, technically. Even though he's not fully responsible for it, I'm just setting the lighting for this. Uh, he is the big influence for why it came into existence in the first place. Thank you, Michael Moorcock, for such awesome series. And to end this, I do want to say this month, even though I'm still going to be doing Batman stuff, I'm still going to do a couple more Batman things because I got sick and I wanted to make sure I covered the rest of the Batman stuff. But it is Ultraman and Godzilla month. It is both their month this month. Especially since there's a Godzilla skin coming out for freaking I'm forgetting the name now. Fortnite. My mind is racing. Sorry. But yeah, look forward to that stuff, and I will see you then. You have a awesome day. If you did enjoy, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Give freaking Michael some freaking love here. Michael Vsauce. I mean, Michael More Dick. More Never mind. Bye.